Hey everybody, this is Grace, and I just made one of those less than 3 minutes or less shorts. I kind of like that. When I started off, I was making only short videos, 3 minutes or less, over 10 years ago. But anyway, on my original channel. Anyway, my voice keeps going out. But the video was about the short part of it was about the nerve of some doctors and their staff. Seriously, I'm in Texas, and I'd gone to the hospital this summer, and I was admitted for 2 days one night, and of course, you know, you have to follow up with the doctor. The reason I went there all around was that one of them, and it wasn't a doctor, I went to drop the ball. She did something wrong, all this stuff, and caused me problems. So, seriously, we're having low pollen, and I'm coughing like this. Anyway, finally, we had all year long. Here it is, December 11th. Like a few days ago, or maybe a week, it finally went from very high, not just high, but very high, to just low. Anyway, so let me tell you about these. Here's an example, and I put it in the short. The health providers from the one of them, they just were not good. So yet another one. So I look for yet another one on my plan and all this stuff. And this, boy, I'm not going to getting this out. It's like allergies when it's very low. Oh my! But anyway, I went to this other one, and first we had a visit over the in person. And she was going to have all these medical records, okay, get those in. And then we'd have a telemed kind of thing over the phone. She could discuss it with me. Well, when that happened, you know, they still charge my insurance company. When that happened, well, that one page came faxed in crooked. So what the page I needed I don't have. Lie. To me, that's a lie. Why is your staff not dropping the ball? Why are you dropping the ball? Why hadn't you looked before my appointment? Make sure that it's all there. You know, seriously, I was a career student at the university, and I did, some of the things I did was to fill in for office management and surgeons, doctors and all this. Well, yeah, you're supposed to do your job. Okay, when I went into their office, the front desk people were just sitting there and chit-chatting. Why weren't they working? Okay. Anyway, so the telemed, honestly, I cannot believe how bad I am reacting. Bad of an allergic reaction. But anyway, my voice is going to sound even more sarcastic than I mean it to. But anyway, where was I? So, the whole telemed, she's going to charge me for, that's 2 appointments now. She's going to charge me for an appointment that was screwed up because her staff screwed up. She and her staff didn't get it was turned sideways, or it was cut off, whatever she said. Right. The one before did everything possible to make as much money, and she even said it. I expected to have more appointments with you. Okay, mine needs an appointment like once every 3 months. She wanted one a week. All right. Man, I thought it was bad without insurance. It seems worse with insurance, and that's not the first bit at all. So, this one. So, I needed a referral. I needed her to look them over, give me a referral. Now, a referral does not mean that the patient calls her insurance company, finds out who's on the plan, and tells the doctor to give her referral to that person. No, a referral means they do the job. They do their job. Referral means that doctor actually knows that specialist, it was a specialist that I needed, actually knows the specialist, knows that specialist's work. So they refer the patient to that specialist. But no, that's not how it works here. This is north of Dallas. No, one of them actually, not at that office, I think it was at another one, actually had the nerve to say, well, it doesn't work like that here. And they're going to have this prissy voice, by the way, and you're stupid because you don't know it. And they do this kind of thing. It's so disgusting. It's so freaking disgusting. Apparently, they don't understand the word referral. To refer someone. It's not patient. And that's what happened, is that somebody from her office staff called me and told me that I have to call my insurance company and ask my insurance company who's on my plan, call them back, which is like you have to call and leave your number to have a call back, and it's like an hour or 2 hours all day long next week, whatever, before they get back to you. So you have to have your leash. And no. So anyway, for me to call them, find out who's on my plan, me do the work and see who I want to be referred to. I want to be referred to. And then tell the doctor just to write it up. That is not a referral. That is not a referral. Does that doctor know this person? This specialist? Do they know that the specialist's work? Do they know that the specialist isn't going to stick their finger in the patient's face, wag it, and say with a really angry voice and look on their face to say, I'm going to tell you what to do, and you're going to mind me. That's exactly what happened to me. Adam was with me. She turned her finger to his face and said, and you will make sure that she does. No. See, I had to go and look for one myself. You see? Okay, where was I? I gotta get me something to eat. It's 12:44 p.m. and I haven't eaten today. Actually, I had biscuits early, like 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Had a couple of biscuits. Unfortunately, I heated them up on the stove top and burned one side. I don't know. I guess it was too early. But anyway, where was I in my story here? No, that's not a referral. And unfortunately, here in this area, I have noticed this more and more, is that the staff, they don't have enough staff is one of the things they do. You wait an hour or so for for somebody to answer, and then they smart aleckly say, well, we don't have enough staff. Well, that should not be my problem. You should not have one person for like 5 to 10 providers and one person answering the phone. Seriously. Anyway, but they do, and they're getting away with this crap. And there's so many other things that they're getting away with. Like, I mentioned in that little short, at least, that I was in the hospital for 2 days and 1 night this summer. Okay, now this is a health problem that I have not had. I have been seeing different providers in the hospital several times since last year. This is December 11th, 2024. And I've been seeing since, like, I think it was April or something last year. Different providers, hospitals, several providers, and still don't have an answer to. Imagine it. Okay, still don't have an answer. Then I didn't have insurance. Then when I did have insurance, they're more interested in making the money first. Seriously. I went to a nurse practitioner. They sent me to the wrong one. A nurse practitioner who managed, with the first visit, she's not a doctor, she's a nurse practitioner, to rack up almost $900 in charges to my insurance company. Imagine it. She's a nurse practitioner, and they sent me to the wrong one. I had they said I could fast track to a doctor by seeing a nurse practitioner. I made the appointment. They didn't call me or send me anything. And the appointment, they have to schedule out appointments. Doctors take up to 6 months, if at all, to get a referral. To get in. Nurse practitioners could be weeks. They didn't call me and tell me that she decided to go on vacation and cancel her appointments. Nobody called me. So they sent me to another one. Wrong. It was the wrong doctor. And then the doctor wrote me a letter saying, you decided to end your, end the whatever. It was the doctor. I didn't know who in the world this doctor was, because they sent me to the wrong one, the wrong nurse. Not one on that other doctor's team. Nope. Oh, man. Anyway, that was my first introduction to this insurance. It's supposedly the best insurance in Texas here. Yeah. Wow. There's more to that story, by the way. So much more. It has just continued on and on and on. And I don't see that it would be any different with anybody else, with any other insurance. It does pay really good, really well for that hospital visit. It paid really nice. And I know that it's the co-pays and all that, not bad. Okay, now that some of these I will talk about are the little things. Okay, little things that these, and it's not just the ones through my insurance, by the way, but the little things that they're doing that are really bad. Okay, they're getting away with it. But there's some big ones too. You get what I'm saying? They're big ones. Like, I'm wondering who's minding the store with my health of checking the CTs. Yeah. As it is, in the year 2000, they found some benign tumors, and the people who check it is the radiologist. And I've recently had reason to question, are they comparing them over all these years? That was the year 2000. Has anybody? Yeah. I'm telling you, the poor. I'm trying to find a place that the sun's not in my eyes and has a little shade. Apparently not. It's summer day. Anyway, but this stuff, there is so much to it. There's so many things for the past 2 years, my whole life really, because my rare health condition, I have known so many doctors to throw major temper tantrums. Seriously, major temper tantrums. Unbelievable. These are supposed to be professionals, but they're throwing temper tantrums because, as the one that wagged her finger in my face twice. By the way, she did that twice. And she also opened up the door and yelled out, "You have the worst insurance ever." It apparently wasn't giving her what she wanted. And I said, "Oh, really? That's not what they told me." "Who told you that?" Very, totally lacking professionalism, you see. And, but this is what I deal with. And I'm not going to say that every healthcare provider out there is bad. I don't do that. I don't generalize. But I haven't found any who are good yet. I see where there's shade. You can be looking at a wall, and it's a loading zone. Okay. But anyway, I have never driven around this back here. Well, okay, and one more. When I was in the hospital, that's one I wanted to talk about too. While I was in the hospital, you know, there was a nurse, and I was kind of proud of her. She was a young nurse. She probably just started practicing. She was so young, probably in her early 20s, maybe. Yeah, you can be that age, and yeah. And okay, you're gonna look at a wall because I'm gonna sit right here. But she, I was kind of proud of her because I said something, and she didn't have a problem standing up. You know, like she had a different view, and she told me her view. Problem was, I was in there, like I said, two days and one night. The next time I saw her, I noted, you know, you know, these are two separate things. One thing is, you know, yes, women can speak out, and, you know, people like in my generation, and so many before me, you know, worked hard so women could speak out, could say their opinion, could be respected. Well, that's not always, but, you know, and she did. She had the confidence. Unfortunately, it was arrogance. Because I knew, I don't think it was the same topic, but the next day, she started talking about a topic that is my rare health condition. Now, I've had it longer than twice as long, double how long she's been alive. She's only been practicing maybe a year, maybe at the most. Yet she knew better than I. One who's had it, you know, since I was a child. I'm 61, and like I said, she's probably like 25. But she knew better than, you know, someone like me. And I explained to her when she made her comment. I said, "Be careful." I said, "Very nice." I said, "Be careful. That could fall under malpractice." "No, do not tell this megalomaniac." She is right. Oh man, anger came out of her. And she actually hid it. She masked herself, but I could see her. Oh my goodness. Actually, I could see it in her that she was so arrogant. It was not confidence. It was arrogant. But she knew better than I, who learned from all those specialists and all these doctors in my life since the year 2000. She knew better. She knows better than even what the NIH says. Okay, she was that arrogant. It was unbelievable. So what she did, she doubled down. She went out there, apparently went and scrolled a little bit. Scroll. Oh, confirmation bias. There it is. It's saying that. No, there's nowhere I've read that says that, because they don't want to take that risk. But what she did was this. Okay. I'm telling you, this keeps hitting me, coughing and sneezing. But this is what she did. Imagine my health condition. I'm not going to name what it is and all that. But I actually probably, according to a doctor that saw me over the internet while I was in the hospital, admitted I may have 2 rare health conditions. I know of one. One of them, this one I'm talking about, is fact. Since the year 2000, actually before then, because 2 other ones diagnosed me without the CT. Anyway, in the 1990s. So, she doubled down. Where was I? Okay. There's a few distractions. Goodness. But I'm gonna have to move. So she doubled down, and what she did was she rushed to read something, I could tell, and so she could come back smugly. She knew all, because she didn't have long to skim through, and so she took, like, say, ABC can cause XYZ. Say that ABC can cause XYZ. What she did, and I had to stop again. And start up. But what she did was to say XYZ is the cause of ABC. You see what I'm saying? She flipped it. Seriously. I mean, I knew this, and I talked to her and tried to explain to her, that what she's doing is actually a form of, it's a prejudice. Okay, it is a prejudice. So you have to trust me, because I'm not going to name what it is. But on her part, besides that she was determined she was right, and she doubled down, but it involves something that's being prejudiced, not against an ethnic group. Okay, I'm not talking ethnic group or ageism or sexism. No, it's something, still a prejudice. And like I said, I had warned her to be careful, because it could lead to malpractice. Well, I know the system. My master's degree is in sociology. I know how well that would work. I taught straight from textbook to mainly criminal justice majors and people who are going into, anything that has to do with criminal justice, or like lawyers, etc., this kind of stuff. Anyway, I'll skip all that. But yeah, she was determined that she was right. 25 years of her knows better than somebody who's more than double her age and has had it since she was a child and has seen many specialists. And she knew better. She knew better than the NIH, National Institutes of Health. She knew better. I mean, like I say, you're going to have to trust me on what it is, because I'm not going to mention it. But she knew better. And it was all my fault, by the way. It was all my fault. No, it's not. And I explained that to her. I said, I've heard enough people try to do this to say that it's my fault that I have this health condition. And all I have to do is they come up with something so simplistic. And I explained to her. No. Oh, but oh no, she knew better. And that's not the first one. I've mentioned other ones in the past. Like the one who, she interviewed patients. I went to there, no appointment. She said, well, I think there was. Went there, and it was a woman around my age. She said she was from a certain other country, and she came to America to educate people like me on the fact that, in her quote, I'm quoting her, American doctors are stupid. And she went on to tell me how they fool us into believing that's an actual real health condition. Then she got really ticked off because I have all of the symptoms right there, and she was so angry because she can't deny that there were the symptoms. Oh my. Okay. And she seriously. She did it out of prejudice, out of ignorance, pure and simple. That's ignorance. She was angry. Of course, she didn't want to see me because she was there in America to prove that American doctors are stupid. And then I need to learn from her that it's not real. NIH doesn't say that. And see, all the other ones. It's actually in the, what it's called, ICD, whichever one it is now. Yeah, but she knew better. The megalomania, I'm serious, is unbelievable. And I know that it's not just about doctors, but and what I see it in is some would just say narcissism, but they're actually two different things. I think it is like, not all, but most megalomaniacs are narcissists, but not all narcissists are megalomaniacs. Some didn't watch me get it backwards, but you see what I'm saying? Kinda. But I mean, just the thing that they are so that everybody has to look up to them, and they are so. It's just unbelievable. Okay, but anyway, those are just some of what I've faced here, and being an everyday kind of, not every day, well, it does affect me every day, not having proper treatment, and I have been having a lot of weird health conditions that I am taking. I'm not a healthcare provider. I am in no way, shape, form, or fashion a guru. This works for me, might not work for other people. Don't take any of this as any form of advice, suggestions, none of it. But I'm having to take Tylenol quite often because my body hurts. I have an appointment to see yet another one. I made that when I was in the hospital. The good nurse there, she actually made the appointment for me. You know, she did her job. She suggested him. I had actually seen him in an urgent care one time, not long before then. So I knew him, and I'll get to know him, see if he's any better, his staff. But he works within the system. He works within my insurance company. So he shouldn't be able to give me an actual referral. Not telling me to call my insurance company, and having his staff tell me that. Yeah. Anyway, wrapping it up.